Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. For today's video, we are going to keep it short and sweet by simply going over some chord and scale practice. We've been learning intermediate and lead guitar, but we cannot forget about our fundamentals, and this is one of them. So let's jump right in. Now for starters, we'll actually just be doing our G chord, and as a refresher, your middle finger should go on the 3rd fret of the low E string, followed by your first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. You're then going to take your ring finger and place it on the 3rd fret of the B string, followed by your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Now you can place the pinky there or you can leave it out. It's solely up to you, but I like the way it sounds better when I include it. So we'll strum that. There we go. And I like to do a little strumming pattern just to make sure I'm holding the chord shape correctly. So we'll do a... That's kind of loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay, let's do that again. If you guys are not familiar with that strumming pattern, go check out one of my previous videos where I actually did a whole song with that strumming pattern. Now, let's go ahead and get into our scale. So we know what our G chord is, we know 2 different ways to do it, with or without your pinky, and we know a whole strumming pattern to go with it. Now, let's jump into that G scale. Now, our G scale is going to start with your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. You're going to strum that. Then you're going to take your pinky and place it on the 5th fret of the low E. We're going to strum that. Then we're going to take our pointer finger and move down to the 2nd fret of the A string. And this is why we didn't use our first finger on the 3rd fret of that E, because we need it to be readily available to move to the 2nd fret of the A string. So when you're doing that first low E, your fingers will look like this because you'll have this finger, your pointer finger, over that 2nd fret of the A string ready to play that next string. So it should go low E, 3, 5, then it should go down to A2, A3, and then A5 with your pinky. Then you move down to that D string and it's going to be D2, D4, then D5. As you can hear, I kind of cut that string off early, my bad. So let's go ahead and try that. Sorry for the random cuts, guys. We are having some technical difficulties, but fear not, let's jump right back in. So let's go over that G scale one more time so we can just make sure we have it down before we put it with our 80 beats per minute, not drum track this time, our handy dandy metronome. So let's do that. Remember, it is going to be E3, E5, A2, A3, A5, D2, D4, D5, and that is your G scale. So now we're going to use that 80 beats metronome. So let's do that. So 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5. our G scale on 80 beats per minute using our metronome. Now, another really cool thing about this G scale is that you can actually take the strings beneath and you can just replicate the pattern of the G scale. And by that I mean, you know how you do the 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5. Well, you can actually take that, move down to your G string and do your 3, 5, then you go down to your B, do your 2, 3, 5, then you move down to your high E and you can do 2, 4, 5. And that's just to replicate the first pattern of the G scale. Let's do that over an 80 beats per minute drum track and just see if we can manage it just for funsies. 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5. Oh, that was rough. Let's try that again. Okay. 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5. There you go. So, those were our G chords and scales. Please stay tuned for our next chord and our next scale. I chose the G today because it was the first lesson I saw when I was going to my other lead guitar solo practice, courtesy of Mr. Danny from Your Guitar Academy. Of course, I have to shout him out. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry that there are some cuts in here. It is because I'm having some technical difficulties with my technology, but I am determined to get these videos out to you guys. I love you so much. You are the absolute best, and until next time, bye.